Yo, welcome back to episode 3 of the New Growth Podcast. We appreciate you rocking with us, checking back in. We hope you liked the first 2 episodes. Shout out to R&B legend Jaheim and Sega, my boys. Thank you for coming through. We really appreciate it. Great episodes. But for this episode, we have our first set of Dreadlocks on the show, on the pod. This is amazing. It's great to see our first female guest as well. We want to keep bringing, all types of locks from everybody onto the podcast, and give them a stage and a safe place to speak about their journey. Like I said, I'd had a call to action on my Instagram story for people who wanted to be interviewed. And this young lady, she sent me in the DM. She said she would definitely be interested. Sent me a picture of the locks, and I was like, oh yeah. We gotta bring you through. We gotta bring you through. So everybody give it up for Miss Autumn Breeze herself, Birdie Mitchell. What up?
What's up? What's up? Thank you so much, Nick, for having me on. Thank you again. Little do you know, I've been following your lock journey like months and months before my own lock journey.
Oh, word?
So like this is a
that.
great honor. Appreciate it. Yeah.
I know it's honestly an honor for me. Like, I'm just a regular dude who grew his hair out. It's just great to connect with people, over something like this. So it's really awesome. How's your day? How's it going for you? Everybody, you good?
So far, everything is great. It's my girl's birthday. So like we've been drinking mimosas since like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you tuned up, ready to go.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a live one. You got one poured up? Yeah. You got one right there? Come on, you thought it was a game? You thought she was playing? Stop it. Hey, happy birthday to your girl, by the way. Happy birthday.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Y'all staying safe? Y'all staying inside?
Oh, yeah, we're not doing anything. Okay. Like, we literally did brunch in the crib. We're having dinner at the crib. Nice. Like, we're just chilling. It's low-key.
That's what's up. Oh, you cook? You cooking?
Oh, yeah, I cook. Oh, tonight? No, I'm not cooking. I'm taking a break. We're just going to get ramen, but I'm normally like a big vegan cook. Like, we're vegan.
Okay.
So, like, we just throw down the vegan eats. Yeah.
I feel you. My girl vegan, too, or she vegetarian. Pescatarian, really. Okay. But, she wanted them.
yeah, that's hard, too. Yeah.
I'm with that. What, y'all going to a ramen spot, or you just making ramen at the house?
Oh, yeah, we're going to a ramen spot. We live in Northeast DC right now, so...
What's your spot? Put it out there for the people.
Genya on 14th Street.
Genya is fire. They're down here in Atlanta.
For real?
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, their appetizers smack. Like, not even just the ramen, the apps.
What? Like, the spicy vegan.
You talking about the soft bun, the bao? Man. Listen, you ever come to Atlanta? I know a couple, of course, Genya, and there's a spot up in Lawrenceville, and I know a spot in East Atlanta that got the bomb bao. So if y'all ever in ATL, hit me.
Oh, please let me know.
I got all the food links for you.
I'm actually from Georgia.
Oh.
From Savannah. So, like, I'm always in Atlanta. So what's up?
Bet. Y'all come down, we'll link up. We'll do something as long as the air is clear out here. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
All right, bet. Let's get into it. So, how long have you been locked, and what made you get locks in the first place?
So I've been locked right now approximately 10 months and a week right now.
To the day.
I got my locks to the day.
Yeah.
I really wanted to get locks, like cliche as a spiritual journey, but really to practice patience. Yeah. I really wanted to practice patience and living in a life of like instant gratification. We can get our hair done how we want in a matter of a couple of hours. We, braids, dye, all of that, but it was really teaching me patience. So I decided to do that at the start of my career as a stage manager in theater. So I got that like my first professional.
Okay.
Yes.
I got a theater degree actually. So
okay, I kind of figured because of your movie that you were in on Amazon.
Oh, you saw that?
See, so I'm a little fan. Yeah. So I officially like joined the union right when I got my lock started, and it was just teaching me patience. Like I have to really work for what I really wanted, and not trying to rush it just to get the desired look or the desired end goal. So I had to see what worked for me, really.
Absolutely.
So
Hmm.
that's one of the reasons why I got locked.
So
The
you equity.
main reason. Yes, I am equity, AEA.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank
Hair, what she
you.
worth, baby? Let's go. There we go.
Right, right.
All right, so 10
Even though
months.
nothing happening now, but
Listen, it's okay.
it'll pop back.
You'll be ready to go. You'll be ready to go when it gets back in action. You done any like Zoom shows or anything? Any of that?
Yeah, I've done. Oh yeah, I've done all of that. Yeah.
Okay. Those
Hmm.
are those are crazy. I just did one. Me and a couple alumni did one with our school a couple months
Hmm.
ago, and that was definitely an experience.
Yeah, yeah,
Helping out on
yeah.
that.
It's
That was
different. Hmm.
way different, way different. All right, so 10 months in a week,
Hmm.
amazing. They look great. They look great too.
Appreciate it. Thank
Um,
you. Thank you.
okay, what method did you use to start these locks?
Two strand twists. I use
Nice.
the two strand twist
Love that
method.
method. Love that
Yeah.
method. I like the texture of the hair and the look of the hair in the two strands, like as it's budding and getting frizzy. I really like the way that looks.
Right,
Hmm.
right. And I didn't have as much unraveling
Hmm.
because of the two strands.
Hmm.
Um, because I got my hair wet a lot in the initial phases,
Hmm.
and I think if I didn't have that two strand twist, method to start off with, I would have been unraveling, and
Yep.
I would have had to, palm roll or
Hmm.
instant lock,
Hmm.
at some point. So I'm really, yeah, the two strand twist, it gives my hair a lot more density than I
Yes.
thought,
Hmm.
and I have a high top set.
Hmm.
So it really gave me that, the heaviness that I was
High
really
top
wanting.
gang. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So when you sent me your picture, I was like, yo, these are some nice thick locks, right?
Hmm.
So like when you obviously you were going for that size, right, with the two strand.
Hmm.
Did you ever think? Because my last set of locks, I did this. I started with like thick two strands, but I was also actively taking them out every 2 weeks and letting those two strands like just lock up themselves. And I thought of it
Oh,
like I
cool.
could have two sets of locks. I could have a thick set that I could two strand twist, but then also take them apart and have the
Right.
smaller ones to get all the volume I want. You know what I mean? Did
Hmm.
something like that
Hmm.
ever cross your mind, or am I just crazy?
No, definitely not crazy, but they're a lot thicker than I thought they were going to be.
Hmm.
Um, I have some pictures in my camera roll, but when I first got them, they were no like my part size.
Yeah, the
My part
parts.
size is like that,
Yeah, they're
but
not super big parts, but like,
it was super skinny when I first got my locks.
hmm,
The just because of the nature of like it being condensed, and then I get my styles. But at one point I really wish that I had smaller parts.
mm.
So
So what was that? Take me through that. What was that time like? What was your mental like? Were you thinking of starting over? Like,
um, starting over, maybe yes. I think I wanted to start over second the second month, my second month, and that was when quarantine started.
mm,
And everything of quarantine started, and I had no loctician to do my hair.
mm-hmm,
My hair was looking really crazy, and I thought the back of my hair was locking quicker than the front of my hair. And because I have a high top set, like my hair grows in different lengths in different places, and it just looked really weird. Starting over, I really wanted to, but I think once month five hit,
mm-hmm.
month five and month six, I was like, oh no, these are staying in my head. Like, at least I had to commit until ear length.
Right,
I had to commit until
right.
to ear length. Um, but yeah, I never at any point wanted to really commit to cutting my locks
Mm-hmm,
just because of the fear of starting over, and then it will take a really long time for my roots to grow out. So I don't want to ball fade. Like I don't want to do that's not
mm-hmm.
my look. So I'm gonna stick with them. But then month nine came, and I was like, oh yeah, like that drop when it comes to the ears, that shake
It all comes together when you get that
is
good shake,
unmatched. Yeah, yeah. So I was like,
unmatched.
let me just chill.
So this is a great lesson for all my young locks out there who just got you got the starters put in, or you're on like your first two retwists, and they're super skinny. The little worm look, and you're all scalpy. Listen, push through that phase. You will make it
Yes.
through. I'm telling you, you will make it through. You'll come
Worms.
out the other side, and you will love the way your hair looks. Just push through that time. Everybody goes through it. Everybody does. What were some of the challenges you faced or mistakes you've made with your locks?
Challenges, definitely dryness.
Like your scalp?
Dryness of the scalp. Yeah,
Mm,
dryness of the scalp. I have eczema,
okay.
so I didn't think it was gonna influence my hair that
Mm-hmm.
much until when I wanted to cut them.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like flaky and it was really tender. And at that point, I wasn't really putting anything in my hair to combat it. I was just
Mm-hmm.
putting regular water
Mm-hmm.
on my hair and probably like some tea tree oil, maybe. I think, no, I had jojoba oil.
Mm-hmm.
Jojoba oil is the thing I was using.
Okay.
And it just made it worse. So like the itching, that was one of the biggest challenges that I faced, and then the flaking and stuff like that. And that's really just coming from me having eczema and then having, new starter locks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm coming from like wash and goes, like afros, you know what I'm saying? Like I can get my joint wet, put some water on it, and then just go, not really
Mm-hmm.
worry about it.
Yep.
But I can't, saturate my hair, when I had my style, in the beginning phases, like I
Mm-hmm.
could, with,
Mm-hmm.
a wash and go, just a regular afro. So that was one of the biggest challenges that I faced
Mm-hmm.
early on. That I think I'm getting like the hang of it. I'm getting used to, the itching, and then also like how to combat it in a way that works for me and my skin.
Right. Because
Um,
everybody's situation is different. Your skin, your hair is going to react differently to, certain products or shampoos than it may for somebody else who has eczema.
right, absolutely. And what we don't realize also is like the skin on our hair is the skin, our scalp skin is similar to our face skin. So like we have to,
Mm.
treat it as such in a gentler way. So
Mm.
me personally, I don't put anything on my hair that I wouldn't want to put on my face. So rose water is the only liquid that I put on my hair. I also use a rose water toner. And then, of course, tea tree oil, I put a little bit of that on there, and then peppermint oil, and then aloe vera.
It's smelling
So
luscious up there, I'm sure.
look.
Woo!
No joke, literally, like it smells so good in this house just because of all the essential oils
I bet it
that we
do.
put on our skin and
Mm-hmm.
our hair. So
Mm.
yeah, like I was putting coconut oil on my hair at one point,
Mm-hmm.
but coconut oil breaks me out on my face. So it's like everybody's like, "Oh
Mm.
yeah, coconut oil." Put coconut.
Right.
No, it'll break you out because the oils drip down, get all over your do rag, your pillow.
Start clogging the pores up, and then
Exactly,
now you
exactly,
broke out.
exactly.
Okay.
So I just had to get used to that.
Mm-hmm. So what have you done, like, just for the other people out there who may have locks and eczema? Share with them
hmm
what you've done to combat that.
Well, like I said before, rose water. So
Mm-hmm.
this is my reset. I consider like me getting my hair done, my style put in, maintenance, like a reset.
Mm-hmm.
So after this, I just put rose water in my hair every day. Even now, I just spray rose water in my hair all over, and then I'll spray it with some of my peppermint oil and tea
Mm-hmm.
tree oil spray, and I really spray that in between on my parts,
Yo, when
because
that
that's where the
peppermint and
itching.
that tea tree get that little tingle, when the breeze come through the scalp and get
Yo,
the
breathe. Yeah,
man,
you just feel
what a
like a new
feeling!
person
What a feeling! Feel all light.
overall. Yeah, like not burdened by any scratching. Like
Mm,
yes, like
man.
it's great. So I
So
do
rose
that
water.
literally
Okay.
every one. Yeah, rose water. I usually get it's in Target. It's called the Heritage Store.
Mm-hmm.
I try to stick to just
The brand
plain
is the
rose.
Heritage
Yeah,
Store. Okay.
the Heritage Store. It's in Target.
You have it
It comes in a.
there, or
I do. I can go get it. Yeah,
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 grab
yeah.
it, grab it. Yeah, there we go. Put the people on.
Yes. So rose water is just the
Okay.
Heritage Store. I get it from Target for like $10.
Boom.
It comes in clutch, and we really want to pay attention to how many other
Them
ingredients
ingredients.
are in what we're putting in our hair, because it's going to weigh it down. It's going to break us out, everything.
All them
And that
acids
is
and them gums and them all that
the
other stuff.
gun.
Just
Yeah, yep.
cake you up.
It's gonna build up. The build up is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that was one of my big things, is putting all the wrong things in my hair, like pomade. I put pomade in my hair at one point, like just to combat the frizz.
Man, I feel like we was all doing that. Like when I started mine in like high school, like my first set, this is like pre-YouTube. So it's like, I knew like 2 people with dreads, and they were all older. So it was like, all I had was Google. And even then it was like so sparse as far as lock information on the internet. It was, unless you knew somebody or grew up in a family of locks, it was really hard up until this point, to know how to take care of and maintain, our hair in this style.
Absolutely. Agreed. Like that research, but then partly it's like what works for you. You know what I'm saying? You had to figure out at that point when you had your first set, like, all right, this ain't it. Let me move on to the next technique, and let me move on to the next, set of ideas.
Exactly.
To get the desired look. So like that's what I use for hydration and to moisturize my hair. I spray this. It's called Eden Body Works.
Okay.
It's peppermint oil and tea tree oil mixed together. Again, I get it from Target, like $15, and mine is all empty right now.
My dog going crazy. My dog be in the window acting like anybody who come by the house, he attacking them through the window.
Yes. Okay, top notch security.
You know what I'm saying? Of the world, Craig.
So that's what I use on my hair, really just in between my parts after I spray the rose water on. So you want to get water on your hair, on your scalp, really, to hydrate it. I spray that in between my parts and I rub it in a little bit. And I put a cap on, actually, just so it can just like sit there.
Let it soak in. Yep.
And then I probably do that either before I leave for work in the morning or before I go to bed.
Nice.
So I do it once a day.
Okay, nice. All right, so the eczema and this itchy scalp, the flaky, what was that doing for your confidence? Like, what were... Like,
I was always wearing hats.
Like, okay.
Hats. The first 6 months of I was always wearing hats. I had on a hat every day, almost every day.
Because of the dryness, or just because of the stage of your locks?
The dryness was the biggest thing. Because it made everything else was laying fine. Luckily, I have a diamond part locking system, so like
look very nice, by the way. Clean parts.
Appreciate it. Thank you. They lay different, so they lay perfectly. But if you have them flakes in your, and the crust and flaking up, like and I have a high top, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing but skin. So like it wasn't necessarily the stage that I was at. It was just the flaking and the dandruff and the eczema. So yeah, it really took a shot at my confidence, like for a while, for a really long time. I didn't really overcome it fully, honestly, until September. September was the time I was like, okay, like I'm wearing my hair as it is, like I'm embracing this look, and this is when I went to Chicago and I got my hair braided up again, and I went to a barbershop, and one of the barbers, he really put me on to another product to put on my hair to combat my eczema and my flaking, which is Sulfur 8. So like, so it's a medicated formula that I just literally, if I have like a style put in and I'm seeing flakes, I do my same routine with my hydration and my oil, but now I also put this on last, in between my parts or wherever the flaking is, to really like calm down that the tenderness and the inflammation. So like, I think being apart from my community, like the lock community and the hair community, like, made my confidence go down because I wasn't going to a stylist all the time. And, them really like saying, hey, you need to do this, or your hair is dry, you should try this. So it was just that void because of COVID that was, just there.
Right.
And I didn't have like, physical people to connect with to actually physically see the condition my hair was in. So yeah, that was like a big shock to my confidence at, up until, 2 months ago.
Well, look at you now, flourishing.
Flourishing.
We love to see it.
Thank you. Even though it's in a style, right? Like it comes down to here. I promise.
That's all right. We're gonna bring you back. You know what I'm saying, for an update down the road. And I got those pictures you sent me, so I'm gonna edit them in and cut them in and all that. But another lesson for anybody out there. If you're having issues with dry scalp or anything like that, and you don't know how to manage it or know what's going on, go see a loctician. You don't have to get the retwist. Just go for a consultation. Just go ask them, have them take a look, because they're doing hair all day. They've probably seen it before. They probably know how to combat it. Like you went and you got the sulfurate recommendation and it's worked for you. So something that simple is just going to ask. Could turn your whole journey around. So I'm glad you were able to get that. Hold up.
You want some attention?
Oh man. We got an exclusive. So I don't want to give it all away, but I've been working on a product, like a lock product, for people who want to start their locks. It's the products I use to start my locks, and my samples just got delivered today. So
yes.
I ain't gonna give it all away just yet, because we still got work to do. With the product and all that, but we dropping that soon. Be on the lookout.
Okay, congratulations.
Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Entrepreneur.
Got to. Alrighty. Dang, that's exciting. All right, bet. All right, where we at?
Happy for you. That's so exciting.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. What did your friends and family think? And did their opinions affect you?
My friends were like, finally, like, why did it take you so long? Because all of my best friends, like two of my best friends, they have locks down to their waists. Like they've been locked for like years.
We're going to bring them on.
My friends, look, theirs are just amazing, beautiful.
Nice, mature joints. I like that.
No, really, like, and they just do their hair themselves. Like, I should, like, I'll let them know. I'll definitely let them know.
Please do.
But my family, I have a sister who's locked.
Okay.
One of my older sisters has locked down to her butt. Also, so she has like a full set, medium size, like legit medium size locks. Like they're just long and beautiful. Like she can do all the things that we dream of doing. You know what I'm saying? Like the Rastafari is like
all
just,
that.
Effortless.
She just wrapping them around each other. You don't even need a hair tie. Just
throw them up. Ponytail, wrap around. Like it's like that's the goals right there.
We'll be there.
Only a matter of time. You're gonna be there like shortly, like next month almost.
No, my hair grows so slow. My hair grows very slow.
Good. It's a good set though. It's a really good set.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, they're really good.
Thank you.
But yeah, my mom didn't like it so much. Like my mom didn't like it at all. Southern Black moms, they're not really with the, like the locks and stuff like that, because they all gonna think that we look dirty or stuff like that. Like no, like I can take care of them, and not take care of them, and then they'll still look good.
Exactly.
So, it's just a stigma, like down south. They have those wick locks, like in Florida and stuff like that. So that's really what we see in Georgia, like the freeform locks, like the dirty, like I just started this and I just let it do its thing. Literally, like no parting system,
nothing.
So that's what my mom is used to seeing. So she was a little skeptical, but like I try to send her pictures when I get styles put in, so she knows like, okay, I'm not out here looking crazy, okay, like I'm out here looking like somebody's daughter. So you ain't gotta worry. But yeah, my family wasn't too judgmental. Neither were my friends. Like it was all of it fit my essence. It fit who I was, and so a lot of my friends and my partner was like, about time, because it's you, you know. So my hair is like really growing into it, and I'm growing into the style as well.
Beaming, glowing. I see you.
Yes.
I like it. Okay. What are the reaction your locks get today?
Say again.
What's the reaction your locks get today?
Oh, okay. I get a lot of compliments. I get a lot of
Good. As
compliments
you
on my
should.
locks. However, when I did get my style put in, before I didn't get my hair retwisted for like 3 or 4 months because I was like, why? And then when I finally got it put in, all of my coworkers were like, "Oh, dang, you finally got a retwist."
Like,
I
yo,
was
if you
like,
don't get out my business.
right, like I got something cooking over here,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I
But
finally got a retwist and I didn't need it. Y'all lucky I got it.
the didn't need it part is like what needs to be emphasized.
I didn't need it. There wasn't nothing
I'm just
wrong
doing
with it.
this. I just need a little reset, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
all.
But yeah, like I get a lot of compliments nowadays. And I knew I would, not, you know, on my
Talk your
humble,
shit.
but
Talk your shit. Yeah.
once it hit my eyebrow, once I was like, what the, like, you know what I'm saying? Once it's on the back of your neck, you like, what the hell is
You know what I'm
that?
saying?
Like,
And the
that's when I was
fade is
like,
peeking out from underneath. Stop it. Stop it.
it's
Listen,
great.
when
It's
you
great.
that stage was, those were some of my craziest cuts. Like when
Yeah.
when it was like just a little bit of hang time, but you could still see the fade.
That gradient,
Put me in the
what?
game, coach. Man.
Over with. It looks
Over
so
with.
good all the
Over with.
time. It don't matter what this looks like up here. Like as
At
long
all.
as you just maintain this,
Keep a line up. Just keep your line
you're
up.
good.
You don't gotta look all wolfy. You don't have your neck. Don't have the, you know what I'm saying? Your neck
Right.
hair growing all up under your ear. Don't just touch that up.
Not down the neck.
Yeah. I see you, dude. It come from under the ear, all to the beard.
I'm so dead.
Niggas be hairy. But
Yeah,
like I always
even
say,
for like,
like I always
no,
like
go
to
ahead.
say, do you know? Do you follow? I think it's Netter Gold on IG. It's that black dude. He like sells like wooden picks and combs.
No, I don't.
Oh, he's so funny.
Hey,
His
you gotta
ads are
put me
so
on.
funny. But what did he say? Listen, ash is a sin. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with being nappy, but you can't be ashy. Okay, you can't do it.
It's disrespectful to the ancestors. We
You
can't
can't.
disrespect our
Come on.
ancestors like that.
My grandmother ain't having that
Nope.
at all. Walk around all ashy. Listen, you some naps, some flyaways. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. But to just be dry and ashy, no, not us. Won't be doing
it. Looking like you out here kicking powder and baking soda and stuff
just
because your knees are
dusty.
nah.
Come on.
And this is dusty season. Unfortunately, we're in dusty season.
Man, it's a dusty era.
Yes. 2020 has just been dusty.
What is your wash routine? So like the order of events, you know, you're going to wash it, shampoo, and then what do you do after that while it's drying or, you know, adding moisture to it? What's your routine?
My routine, I'll just wash my hair. Like I have tea gel, which is Neutrogena, and it's used to also combat flaking, dandruff, and
Is that the
buildup
orange?
in
That's the
your hair.
orange stuff, right?
Nah, it's the blue one. The orange
The
one
blue,
is like
okay.
the heavier one. The blue one is like the step below it.
Okay.
So I have that, and I wash my hair with it. I wet my hair really, 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 really well before I put anything on it. So I do that. You know, put a little bit of tea gel in my hair. You know, lather up my hair. I'll turn the shower off, and I'll just do that. And then I'll probably massage my hair with my fingertips, not my nails, for like, I don't know, probably like 10 minutes, honestly, to make sure like I'm getting everything out. And that's just my scalp. So after that, I rinse, and then I'm lathering up again, and I'm hitting the scalp again, you know, just to go back. And then I rinse, and then if I'm feeling like really jazzy, I'll like also clean like my locks. You know, the last time I'll just get like some shampoo and just, you know, get my locks. But mainly I'm just like getting my scalp and my locks just a little bit. But my scalp is mainly like my biggest, you know, this is the thing I pay the most attention to when I'm washing my hair. And then after that, I rinse and rinse, and then I put some conditioner in my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm experimenting with conditioners. I don't know which conditioner is right for me at
Mm-hmm.
this stage, but I put conditioner in my hair and I let that sit for like probably like 7 minutes, like a cool 7 minutes. I put a
Mm-hmm.
shower cap on.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
A nice deep
kind of the
condition.
equivalent. Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And that's one thing my hair has been missing. Transitioning from my afro or my loose hair to
Mm-hmm.
locks is that deep conditioning, and
Mm-hmm.
my hair is missing that. So I deep condition for like 7 minutes, rinse it out, and then as soon as I'm done rinsing, and as soon as everything, all the shampoo is out my hair, I'll towel dry a little bit, and then slap that oil in my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the first thing I'm doing is
Yep.
slapping the oil in my hair, slapping the oil all on my locks to make sure I'm getting everything. Like I'm doing this, not necessarily palm rolling my hair, but
But just
making sure those
covering the lock.
oils, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
get in my hair, and then I'll just let it air dry.
Perfect. Nice routine.
Hmm.
I'm right there with
Hmm.
you. I condition my locks. I feel like it's still hair, so shampoo and condition is
Hmm.
necessary. I don't have a condition brand. I don't know. I just use whatever's in the shower. Honestly,
Right.
I'm just loose with it.
Right.
And then but I seen a video the other day on IG, and this lady was conditioning this girl's locks, and her locks look so soft, like they were
Mm.
saturated fully with conditioner. Like she was like squeezing the locks and you could see the conditioner coming out of the locks. And she was like, she's
Wow.
going to put a shower cap on and sleep with this. I was like, yo, her hair
What?
gonna come out crazy in the morning.
Look,
Like full condition, like all through the locks, threw the cap on, and was gonna sleep in it. And I was thinking, I
is
was
that
like,
good
yo,
for your locks? That can't be good, is
well, I I think so. I'm leaning towards like I want to try it, like
it?
because
Yeah,
her
right,
locks were
right,
looking so, because like conditioner softens the hair, right?
right,
And I
right,
think a thing stigma in the lock community with conditioner is like if you use conditioner, it's gonna have your locks loose, like they're gonna unravel, and I
right,
don't think that's the case at all, because again, it's still hair, so like what I mean, you want to treat it like it was loose hair. It's
right.
just
True.
condensed. I mean, that's my thought
That makes sense.
process. I don't know,
Yeah, no.
but I just thought her locks
I
looked.
used to do the same thing when I had my loose hair. I
Mm-hmm.
conditioned overnight. I would always deep condition overnight and sleep, and with the stocking like a shower cap
Mm-hmm.
on, and then wake up the next day and then just actually do my hair. But now that you say, I mean, it could, yeah, like conditioning is like, it's a big stigma against it, like with
Mm-hmm.
lock heads,
Definitely
like,
is.
but it's not really anything right now that it's not bad for us, like at all, because we're already locked. There's no unraveling for us
We
to
already in
do.
the game, so like you might as
Yes.
well go ahead and lather
Right.
them up.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Definitely. All right, so tell us about your retwists. How often do you get them? How many have you had? If you know, like what? Just tell us your retwists.
Um, at first, when my style, like, I got way too many retwists. Like I would get like a retwist like once a month, or
Mm-hmm.
even like once every 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It was too freaking much, like too much. So I really like stopped getting a retwist, and I think, well, okay, my retwist schedule now is I'll get one retwist every 1.5 months,
Okay.
maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, really depending on what I have to do, like if I have to go somewhere and who I have to see and who has to see me.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a retwist this time around because I had a little friendsgiving at my house. Like I had like one or two people over at my house.
So it's
So
like,
I'm like, I
let's
don't
just
want to
get
be
fresh
looking
real quick.
crazy.
Right.
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's my girlfriend's birthday. I was like, I want to look nice too. So
Mm-hmm.
retwist. Other than that, I'll probably get a one retwist every 3 months.
Same. Yep. Just about every quarter. That's really all you
Yep.
need, because me personally, I like the grown out roots look. I think
Yes.
that's a great look
Mhm.
for your locks.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm right there with you. And it costs too much to be getting retwists every 2-3 weeks. Like
It's so much money.
It's
And they
just so much.
overcharge just because they know we're coming to get our hair retwisted every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, they're definitely taxing. They're definitely taxing.
But
Barbers
I
too.
would say barbers, yes.
I don't
Yes.
know who sent out a barber newsletter, but over the last 2 years, barber prices have fucking skyrocketed.
Like what? $30. I paid $30.
Man, I was paying $47 for the lineup and the taper. Like after like all the, because it was like all through some app that you had to go,
Yeah,
you had to book your
right.
appointment, and then they hitting you with the tax after. It's $47. I was like,
Nope.
I'll buy some clippers and fuck my own
I
hair up
swear.
for free.
Right.
Like,
I swear. Like $40. $40.
it's wild. It's wild.
And
Because
you
I
live in
moved,
Atlanta too, so
y'all. They're as soon as you come in the moment, everybody, and then want a tip.
wow.
It's crazy.
What? So the $40 isn't okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
like because of that. Like I moved like back home, I had a friend, like my college roommate, he cut hair. So like, and I told him, I was like, I'm never paying you for a haircut. Know that. Because I went through your learning phase. I was your apprentice phase. You practice on my head. So I'm never paying you for a cut.
True.
And then I moved away and I had to start paying for cuts. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not
No,
going back.
the ghetto. The ghetto.
I refuse. How many locks do you have? Have you counted?
I've counted. I don't think it's that accurate, so I'm gonna count again when I take these down.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I have somewhere close to like 55 locks.
That's a good number. Number. Those are thick locks. Those are thick.
Thick, right.
I have 133. It's crazy. And I just had like the plaits put in. And after that, I had 42, like just of the plaits. And I was like, yo,
wow.
Like, I didn't like them at first, but they started to grow on me, and that size was growing on me. And I was like, I could definitely see myself going to somebody who does wicks and having them combine them to that, down to that size and that number. But like, I think the thicker they are, they look better when they're longer, when they're thick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, I think for me and my face, I think it looked the like the volume of having a lot looks better when they're shorter. To me personally.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely. That was one thing we talked about earlier is the thickness of my hair. And it wasn't as noticeable when I had my starter set, like when they were starters. But now that they're more mature, it's clear like, okay, these are thick, especially in the back. And they're really thick. And when they got to here, it just looked weird. It looked like my hair was too spacey. It looked like my parts were too spaced out because they were so thick and doing their own thing back there. They looked really spaced out, and I looked really scalpy. So I had to wait until like my tips got some density to them.
They got
for
blunt
it to like
because
fill out.
when they're that short, they almost look like they're like pointy more so than like cylindrical locks because your roots are super fat, but then as it comes out, it's like it comes to a point almost. You know what I mean with the thicker parts. So I'm exactly with you on that. Yeah,
it was weird. It was definitely one of those things where it's like I just have to I just have to be okay with it, like and not compare my 50 my 55 or whatever to your 107 like I just have to be okay with it. And then once I was like, okay, like this, it works for me, like this works for me. I was definitely okay with it. I can go as long as I want, not as long as I want, but without getting a retwist, like, and it not looking that bad,
right?
Because diamond parts, like I have 3 stages to my hair. Like I have like the part look, and I have the look when I take my hair down, and then I have the look when you can't see my roots at all, and it's just like hair. So,
and those are all 3 different distinct looks. I don't think people understand that.
Look.
People who don't have locks, like Those like because what it does to your scalp, you know, when it's freshly retwist, it's almost like a flatter, you know what I mean, look,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, compared to when it's grown out. And I know from just looking at yourself, like it's completely different when you look at it yourself.
Exactly.
Do you cover your locks when you're asleep or even just when you're chilling around the house, you know, to try for lint prevention?
Yeah. Hell yes. Hell yes. Like
Hell yeah.
I saw this video or something of this guy who didn't like wrap his hair up at night. His locks were like breaking. You know what I'm saying? Or like so much lint. Like or dog hair. I have a dog. Like, you know, she likes to jump up on the bed. I have to put something over my head. Like if I'm sitting down on the couch to watch TV, I'm putting something on my head. If I'm driving to work, I have something on my head just in case my head hit the top of the ceiling. Like I have to have
not playing at all.
My crown covered. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have to adorn my crown, you know what I'm saying? Like so
I respect the diligence. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you. I have like 4, 5 do-rags, you know, 2 different lock socks and a wave cap that I have for some reason that I, you know, collected along the way. I utilize all of those.
All of them.
Like,
they all get worn.
Within the 2. And they all get washed. And I just do the same thing all over again. Like I have to cover my hair. Like I think that's one thing that people don't, you know, pay attention to a lot. Is like not wrapping their hair, not even in the shower. You know what I'm saying? You know, put something over your head.
Super lackadaisical about, you know, sleep, especially sleeping. Because people will look at their bed and be like, ain't no lint in this bed. It's lint in that motherfucker, I'm telling you. Like, you're going to wake up with a big piece of lint in your shit and not even know it. And it's going to be intertwined in your locks. And you're going to dry your locks you're not going to dry your locks properly. And that lint is going to develop mold. And then you're going to get your locks are going to be moldy and they're going to stink. So cover your shit, okay?
Cover them. Like, there's nothing else. Like, there's no other. Like, what? You just going to go to lay your head down? Like, you just going to go to bed with your outside clothes on.
Come on. It's a mess. They're a mess. But yeah, in the shower, like when I just put it all up in the shower because sometimes like I want to hit the sides, you know what I mean? Just get that a little wet, you know, brush that down. So I normally just throw mine all the way. I don't really wear like a shower cap or anything like that.
Okay.
You?
Yeah. Putting it up is like that thing. Absolutely too. Just so you're not getting saturated too much, like too soon. You know.
Exactly. Because I definitely don't wet my hair every day or even weekly. You know what I mean?
That makes sense too. So you just getting that moisture from the shower too.
What are your favorite styles? We see you braided up right now. What are some other type of braid styles or other long styles you're looking forward to getting, you know, once your hair grows out? And or what were you doing when it was shorter?
Well, when it was short, I was just throwing on a hat.
Capped up.
You know, I was just throwing on a hat. I was fortunate enough to when my hair was, like when I first got locked up, it was long enough to put in a style. So when I first got my hair locked.
She was already out there. Okay.
You know, sorry.
I feel you.
I was fortunate enough to get it put in a style like off rip. So like the braided look is always like my favorite go-to. When I first was getting them, they were like we said before, they were really flat. You know, my hair had 0 density, so it literally just looked like regular cornrows in my head. You know, but now like you know the braided look to the back, 3 braids, probably 2 braids on the side. And I really like that look because when I take the style down, I have like a wavy look and it fronts my hair, my face nicely.
The crinkle.
Yeah, exactly. The crinkle look. Exactly. And then, sorry, turn this up a bit.
Oh, you good.
Yeah. And then a look that I'm really looking forward to when my hair is long are those double strand twists. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. I can't wait. It's going to be some years before I get that, but
yeah, right. Once they hit the shoulder, you're going to be like, 2 strand them. 2 strand them up. Let's go.
Yes. I'm going to wake up one morning, put my hair down, I'm like, oh shit. I call my loctician.
Call her up because I need to braid up.
Another look, the bun look, like the messy bun, like the folded over bun. Like,
yo, I can't wait to get that. So like when you like put it up and then it folds over like that, and it's like in the hair tie like that. Oh, I can't wait for that. That's the hardest. That's the hardest one because it's up and then it's just wild off to the side somewhere or just hanging off your. Yo,
just chilling.
I love that look. I can't wait to pull that one off.
Yeah,
and
like
that with a crispy ass fade. Stop it.
It's
you gonna have to tell your girl though. You gonna be like, yo. You gonna have to be like, you gonna have to relax. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm looking good and all that, but you got to chill. You know what I mean?
Chill. You know, chill. Like in a couple of months, I'm gonna hit you up, be like, yo, it's somewhere. It's past my ear. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna get any type of style, but I'm just gonna let you know it's at my ear, it's at my shoulder, and then when it's at my shoulder, oh yeah, the double strand and then the bun. I'm getting both. I'm getting both.
Oh, you gonna do the bun with the 2-strand? Oh, she's going. Okay, I see you. You going with the infinity gauntlet. I see you. All right, I feel you.
Yeah.
You trying to hurt him.
4 or 5 styles in one. Like
trying to hurt him. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Okay, so you kind of mentioned it before, but are you tenderheaded? Yeah.
Well.
So like when you were younger, like when your mom was braiding your hair and stuff, like.
Yeah, like definitely tenderheaded. Yeah. I think I'm not as tenderheaded as I was before because I had so much practice getting micro braids and box braids and stuff like that. But I'm definitely tenderheaded still. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's that like during your retwists? Is it or like that?
I hate it.
That those 2-3 days after you first get the braids put in? Because I remember like when mine were short and weren't like long enough they were just long enough to get in the braid. And she's pulling on your scalp, and like those first 2 days, man, like it would be hard to even lay on it because it would be so tender. And I'm not tenderheaded. Mm-hmm. So what's it like, for you?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of sleeping like this, and or like this, you know what I'm saying? Or walking around like this,
Oh yeah.
Or
you try to give some ease up a little bit right here. You're like, dang, I need some extra skin just to. It'd be hot, like the scalp be like physically hot.
Yeah, hot and tight,
hot and tight.
It just hurts. Yeah. Like this past retwist getting this style in my head, I was like, I'm not getting a style put in my head, and at least until like March, maybe March, April, just because. It hurt just that bad, and I also went to a new Loctician this time around, but still, it's like I don't look forward to the pain after the style. Like I don't think it's necessary anymore for me. Yeah, because like I can wear it down. I don't need the style, but even the maintenance is tough because like they're. With getting a Loctician now myself, I'll just leave it alone or I'll interlock it. I'll get the needle interlock my hair. Mm-hmm. But now they're twisting all of that new growth with the product and making sure it's all together. Mm-hmm. And that shit hurts. And then with the clips, like they're putting those clips in their head, and then it's just, and then the dryer.
Listen, when that hot clip hit your ear.
It's chaos for me.
That like, clip get hot from the dryer and
exactly. Like, I don't want to be here anymore.
At all. But, I feel you.
Yeah, like that's the worst.
Okay, so you have dyed your locks. Tell us about that. Tell us about the process. What's it like? What's it take? Do you think it's damaged your hair at all? And do you plan on doing any other colors?
Well, I actually had my hair dyed before I got my locks.
Oh, okay.
So I know it's not evident. You can probably see it like right there. Mm-hmm. But and then also in the pictures I sent you. But yeah, like I'm a caramel blonde type of color, and I have that color in my hair for like 2 or 3 years, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I only go to one person to get my hair dyed, and she lives in Savannah, Georgia. I will go home every 2 or 3 years, and then get a touch up, from her. She's been doing my hair since I was a child. So that's the only person currently that I trust to color my hair. Because she does it very well. Very well. But I asked my friends, I was like, should I dye my hair before I get my locks, or should I do it like at some point after? And they're like, just dye it before, like get it touched up, like get everything touched up before you get your locks. And then your hair is already going through like a different stage, so you don't want to stress it out even more by year one, getting dye put in and starting all over with the dryness and the pointy ends and stuff like that, and the breaking off. So I got it dyed. Probably I got it touched up all over a month and a half before I got my locks put in.
Like to the root?
Yeah, to the root.
So your starters were like that full caramel blonde look, and as it's been growing out, you've had the black roots growing out.
Yep.
Ooh,
and I did it on purpose.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I
did it on purpose so I can see the growth, and so I can see like the progress. Yeah, exactly.
I'll
send you a picture too with it when it's done, and you can see like just the blonde, like all blonde.
Yeah. Do that. I do that with my sides too. Like when I get a retwist, and then I'll go get a fresh cut, and then I'll gauge the new growth by whatever my sides and back, whatever that growth is. And I'll be like, all right, getting mighty half inch or something.
Right. It's the best thing without using a measuring tape.
Yeah. Yep. So, you gonna do any other colors, or always keep it that caramel blonde?
I think I'm gonna do. I think probably in the summer. I'm gonna do another color. I think I'm gonna probably do like a brown color overall. But leave my tips like a little bleach, like a little lighter, but do like a nice brown color overall.
Get that gradient, so it'll go brown to the lighter as it gets to the tips. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
what
you
gonna do that
now.
That gunna, that cinnamon brown, like skin tone brown, like that.
Yeah.
I really like when people's locks are like close to their skin tone. I think that look is so hard. Like I don't know how people get the color like that, but like when it's like close to your skin tone, I think that's a very dope look, especially specifically for us. Yes.
It looks so good. Yeah.
So good. Okay, that's cool. We'll be well when you get that done. You'll have to come back.
Oh,
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely showcase it for us. All right. Any pet peeves about having locks?
Actually, no. Like, I don't have anything that I'm like, oh damn, I got locks, so I can't do this. Like, I never really did put my hair in a ponytail, so I can wait until like the ponytail. But no, I don't. I think probably I think the only pet peeve that I have is needing to put something on my head all the time. Like, and if something gets caught in my hair, like dog hair or something, I have to address it immediately, or else it's just not coming out unless I get some tweezers. I think that's the only pet peeve that I have. It's like
it's lint
even
or
build
anything
up
in your locks. Yes.
Exactly. Even build up. It's like, oh, I just can't, pick it. I have to wash my hair. I have to, detox my hair because I have all of this in it. Like, it's not going to go away by just washing it. I got to do something, a longer process to address it. And I think that's probably the pet peeve. Okay, now that I'm thinking, I got a little bit more pet peeves. Actually, like going to get a retwist, like the whole entire thing of going to get a retwist and needing to get a retwist, especially being in the starter lock phase. Like, you just can't leave them, unattended for. You need somebody else, like a smarter person, to tell you, like, hey, this is working or this isn't working. I think that's another pet peeve that I have to pay somebody to tell me like what's good with my hair. Really. Okay, that's it. I love my hair.
Love your lock.
Having locks is superior. So that's the.
Does your girl have like loose hair?
Yeah.
Loose hair. So it's like her hair. You ever like be going through and like pull out some of her hair or something? Like, you better get this off of me.
Yeah, like I'm like going in the bathroom like, what is this loose hair?
This ain't me.
Like, not even my sides. Like, I get these cuts so like.
You better wrangle up all this hair.
Right. I'm not loose no more, boo. Yeah. Like, you gotta fix this. So.
Oh man. So you mentioned detoxing. Have you done like a apple cider vinegar rinse or like a lock balm type thing?
I have. I've done the ACV Rinse.
Okay. What's that process like? I've never done one of those. Do you have one of those inflatable basins? Did you get one of them?
I didn't have it at the time. I have one now.
Okay.
So when my year mark comes around, I'm gonna do another ACV rinse. I'm gonna try to stick to doing them only twice a year.
Okay.
Just so I'm not drying my hair out too much. But yeah, like basically you're just getting a large body of water. It could be in a sink or like a lock basin, and then you put an amount. I forget the measurements, but you put baking soda in it, and then you put apple cider vinegar in the mixture as well, and then you also put lemon juice in the mixture as well. And then you're just like mixing it all together. Make sure the water is warm because you don't want to be soaking your head in some cold water.
Yeah.
Mix it all together, and then you just let it sit. Like you just lean your head forward or back or however, wherever.
Get you a meditation in real quick.
Like you listen to some music, you know what I'm saying? Just meditate, pray, whatever. But you're gonna be sitting there for 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like in that solution. And every 15 minutes, once every 5 minutes or 15 minutes, I think, you need to agitate your hair and your scalp. So like all of those dirts and oils can lift up. So yeah. And you do it twice, you know, so an hour is the entire is how long the entire process is.
Okay, so you're going to soak for 30 minutes, rinse, and then soak for another 30, rinse. Okay, noted. All right, bet. I got to give me a basin. I want to try that out.
Yeah, those inflatable basins make it so much easier because people would do it in the sink and like my back.
Your neck would be all tore up. Yeah, like you don't want to do all that.
I want to relax.
I want to chill.
Exactly.
Those lock basins, I kind of had this idea. Tell me if I'm bugging, right? Imagine in the lock basin, right? But like, you fill it with oil and like, just let your locks soak in the oil for a little bit. And then get up, take them outside, sun dry them, let that oil. I wonder what that would do.
Is it going to be too oily?
It might be. I don't know.
You can mix it with water.
I mean, I don't think that would work because the water and oil don't mix. I don't
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think you could. You're going to be real greasy.
Super greasy. Like,
you
would need a towel. You would have to catch it. Like, I don't know how you would wring it out or shake it out or, it's like almost like you might have to throw something on like right after like a shower cap or something and then let it dry after that.
Essentially, it's the same thing like a hot oil treatment.
Okay. I've never had one of those either. What's that like?
Hot oil treatment. I live by those at least once a year. I'll try to get them at least once a year. Basically,
treat yourself.
You get salon, the pampering, like the entire experience. You get your hair washed, and then right after, I'm not sure if it's before the conditioner or after the conditioner, but after they wash your hair, they just put oil, like hot oil, on your scalp, and then they'll rub it in, and then you sit there for 15 minutes. And then they'll rinse it out, but not like a rinse that I'm getting it all out. I'm just, rinsing it out to
get the excess.
Get the excess. Exactly. So, but that left my scalp very conditioned. I think they did it with either olive oil or jojoba oil. which is those two oils just match, African Americans, the natural oils and the cereals that we give off naturally. So olive oil or jojoba oil is like for me, those two things that I can do to get a hot oil treatment.
Okay. I'm gonna hit up. I gotta give me some Nia the Lock God, some of her oil, and I'm gonna just fill up basing up.
Yes.
And I'm gonna just get in there and
get that
just
scalp.
roll around, And then I'm gonna put it out here, let the people see. Hopefully, I don't break out in hives or nothing because my pores is all clogged.
We gotta see the ugly part. You gotta show us the hives too.
Got to. That would be crazy if it went wrong. Like I just got locks. All right, y'all, don't do it. Don't go soak your locks in oil. It ain't good. Like you know what I'm saying? That'd be wild. All right. Okay. Have you cut your locks before? Even just a trim, or had another set that you fully cut off? Or are you thinking of cutting them?
No, I haven't cut my hair at all. Maybe start a new set. But that's like years from now. Like I'm not even worried about that. I'm trying to focus on what's on top of my head now. But never. Yeah, this is my first set. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta let these rock out.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah. It's my first time. I gotta see how.
Gotta see where it goes. Absolutely. Okay. How long do you want them to get?
I wouldn't mind like a good shoulder length look. Probably like here.
Yep.
And then I think that's it. I wouldn't want them. Well, maybe like elbow. Maybe elbow. You know, like when I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? Maybe those, but if it gets any longer than that, I'll probably just keep cutting it.
Like you don't want the waist length.
Nah, I'm too clumsy. I'll get them caught in something.
Yeah, they would probably just be too heavy at that point. Like, could you imagine those wet? Like, because yours are thick. I'm sure when they're wet now, like you probably be flinging around in the shower and put one of your eyes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, that's too long. That's too long.
Yeah. Okay, I feel you. Have you done anything to your locks or even with your haircut? Because you got high tops. So, have you done anything with that you regret? Like, do you wish you would have came down on the side and have more hair, like another row on the bottom or something? Or
yeah, I think I would have. I think this entire first inch, I would have had more hair. I would have wanted to have more hair. Just so when it looks like I have more hair. You know what I'm saying? With the high top set, it doesn't look like the hair is that long. Even though I do have that length, I would have wanted a little bit more on the sides.
Just to get that volume.
Yeah, I think my main thing was not having hair here. Because I just don't like the way my hair grows right there. It just grows out really weird. But I would have wanted that first inch right here, just so I would have had more to work with when I'm getting a retwist or if I'm even getting a haircut. I don't have to get as much cut.
Exactly. Cheaper cut.
Exactly.
I hope so. No, anyway, shit, it would still be like 30, nigga.
The same.
Why don't you grow that out? You don't want to grow that out and just?
I think I may. I think that's going to be the next thing. Is at some point just growing this out and getting it Instalock, or getting it just getting those that's what they call them, right? Instalocks.
I guess. You mean with the crochet or add hair, just so it's the same length?
The add hair, yeah, adding hair.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The fake, the human hair locks that they get. Maybe. I might, but
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, just working with what's on top of my hair right now. I want to see what it's like when it's past my ears. I think at that point, like the length that you're at right now, once I get to there, that's going to be a big determinant factor. Yeah. Yeah, the jaw, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a big determinant factor to see how it really lays.
Do you have a loctician you want to shout out? Or anybody who's done your hair?
Yes.
Or the lady in Savannah? Go ahead and give them a shout out. Give them their pub.
Yes. I would like to shout out Dakari at Lock Love Salon in Northeast DC.
There we go.
He's the one who started my Starter Locs. He is a beautiful person. He is very talented. He is also an artist. He draws, he sings, and he makes the lock jewelry for Lock Love Salon. And he did the design print. He designed like the logo for some of the t-shirts in there. He's just overall a really dope, creative person that, you know, if you got locks and you're in the DC area, like, book with him really fast. Because he's traveling between here and LA now. Because he's just popping like that.
He getting it in like that.
Exactly.
It's Dakari?
Said what?
You said it's Dakari?
Yeah, Dakari. Dakari at Lock Love Salon.
Dakari at Lock Love Salon. Go check out Dakari. Go look him up. Go find him on IG. I'm sure he got his work on Instagram somewhere. He probably got a page. Go check him out. If you in DC, you got locks, go see that man.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And my stylist in Savannah, Felicia Salon, is in Oglethorpe Professional Plaza in Savannah. She knows everything about natural hair. She knows everything about dyeing natural hair, and she knows everything about hair growth. Awesome. And how to grow your hair if you've been experiencing hair loss. So, Simply Felicia's in Savannah, Georgia. And
was she the owner? She's the owner?
Yeah, she's the owner. Yeah.
Shout out. Big ups. Black women. The biggest entrepreneurs in America. Shout out to y'all. Throwing it up. Yes. Love to see it. Love to see it. So yeah, if you're in Savannah, you got natural hair, not even just locks. If you grew your perm out and you know you growing out of that, go see her. She'll get you right. She will get you right. Who are your lock inspirations? Like, who is the people? Now you got family that got locks, but like, who was the one who you saw and was like, yeah, I need locks?
You.
Stop it.
No.
Hey, yo, you gotta chill.
It is. It's funny because your pictures are saved to my Pinterest board. Lock ideas. Like, it's about 5 or 6 pictures. And I was like, why am I keep running into the same person over and over and over and over again? But you would take multiple pictures of every stage of your lock journey. And they're just out there on the internet. So I was able to see your locks when they were, you know, short, and they looked like 2-strand twists. And then I was also able to see like the growth when you blended your tips. I know I sound like a major fan right now, but I was like, no, I
appreciate it.
Your length and the size of your locks. I was like, yes, this is what I want my locks to look like. This is how I want them to fall. This is how I want them to frame my face. And that's one of the pictures I showed Dakari, you know, to get my hair done. I was like, I don't want them that small, but I want them thicker, a little thicker, on the thicker side, but same everything. And then he hooked me up.
Oh shit, I'm a reference photo now? Come on, baby. Let's go.
Literally, you're out here as a reference photo.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I was trying to do, because like when I was starting my locks, it was like people would do, it was like on IG, like everybody was trying to be cute. Everybody was trying to take the coolest picture. And I'm like, yo, I need to see your locks from the left side and the right side. I need to see the top. I need to see the back. I need to see every fucking angle. So I was like, all right, when I do my journey, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just take, you know, it might be 4 pictures and they all look exactly the same. Like if you're just looking at it, but like if you go through and look at them, it's like, oh, okay. He's giving us different angles of the roots of the locks themselves so we can see it in every light and every angle. And like, I was like, that's what I would want to see if I was starting my locks, to be able to, you know, look at somebody and be like, is that how I want mine? You know, so I'm very happy and honored that it reached you in that way. And even more honored and happy that you are here talking to me now. This is crazy. I know, right? Look at God. Won't he? Won't he?
That's so crazy. Yeah, so you're definitely like a reference photo for my locks. And then I knew like just high top set. I was like, this is that person. And then Dynasty TV.
Oh yeah, shout out to Curtis. Hey, yes. He agreed. We gonna get Curtis on here. We're gonna get Curtis on. We're going to get young Kurt on Dynasty gang, he's coming through. So listen.
Yes. Turn up.
Definitely shout out to young Curtis. Shout out to him. His sunlocks are fire. Those are those are fire. Young boy got a crazy set.
So good.
So good.
Effortless. And it's so effortless.
They got him right. And shout out to his wife, Miss Sherelle. Her sister locks are amazing. Hopefully, we can interview her too, because I would love to interview somebody about sister locks and just get an insight on that. Whole family. We'll do a family pod. Because that's a beautiful black family doing their thing up there. I love what they doing. Yeah, so they getting it in. I fuck with them heavy. I don't even know them, but I fuck with them.
Right.
Yeah. That's what's up. Well, awesome. Anybody else or?
Nah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's y'all two really is who I was like looking to because of my high top set.
Mm-hmm. How you feel about him starting over, getting the full head of locks?
I'm excited. I'm really excited. Yeah, it's different. Like, I see him taking like a completely different approach to what he's doing now. Like before, he was like, the crispy boys always getting his hair, retwisted, faded. But, it promoted a lot of thinness. So now you see him literally doing the opposite. It's like he'll get on hair looking, it's growing and it's budding. But you don't see him with as many retwists, now as he had back then. And he's still like, if not recording more now than he was back then during his Starter Loc journey.
Yeah, so absolutely.
I definitely am excited for this. He has just the amount of that you have, like 100 or something.
Oh, for real?
That's 30.
Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, it'll be great to get him on here and hear his story. About his first journey and now, him starting his second journey. So hopefully we can get that. We can get that going soon.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay, so before your locks, did you have braids or how long was your hair before? Or is this your first like long hairstyle?
This is my first long hairstyle.
Oh, okay. What are your opinion on fake locks?
Everybody has a journey that they want to like commit to and go through. And that's completely okay. I think those who get like the faux locks, like fake locks put in and they keep them in, that's beautiful. However, there is a part of me that, it's like, okay, well, it takes the piss out of the entire experience. There is like, I think both can exist. I think part of me can still like feel, okay, yeah, it's a journey. A journey is still a journey because you still have locks now. Like your hair is parted and twisted at the root, like you have locks. But also on the other side of me, I'm like, okay, well, like you're not combating the same things that we are. Like the people who like authentically grew their hair out. They have more freedom to like take that out, if it doesn't work because it's not their hair. They can cut it off at any point, just like braids, and then just undo it. So you have that freedom to change, which is also like, I guess, the appealing portion of it, of having like fake locks. But, I'm more of like I prefer a natural approach or like the authentic approach to like growing out your locks, because you want that experience to know like, this is my hair, like you want that, this is my hair, like this is my hair, like all the way down to here, or no matter what stage you're at. So
got a deep respect for the journey.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm right there with you. Have you ever felt discriminated against because of your locks?
No, I haven't. And I made sure that when I did get my locks, I wanted to be in a city that was primarily Black people. So I wanted to work with Black people. So before this, I lived in Wisconsin. And there were people in Wisconsin to lock up my hair. But also I was probably one of 5 people that lived in Black people that lived in the town. Or one of like 10 Black people who worked at a theater company that was, predominantly white. So, and I got discriminated against just while walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? I don't need people to assume or come up to me or even worse, other me and come up to me and try to touch my hair in rehearsal or, you know, while I'm walking around, which, I mean, they do it when I had the afro, when I had my loose hair. So it's like, it's especially going to be like foreign to them. You know, so I really wanted to be sure, like, I was surrounded by Black people when I got my hair done because no one was going to embrace me like my community. You know, no one was going to be like, oh, yeah, your hair looks so good. And then just let it be that or have a conversation about it, you know. So, yeah, that was the big thing for me. I wanted to be like in a primarily Black city or town or neighborhood before I even got locks.
It's just conducive to your mental health, you know.
Yeah.
That's just to be in that space to where people understand, to where when you come in with a retwist and some fresh braids, you don't got to get some weird question like, what'd you do to your hair? Or it's so different now. It's like, shut up. No, it's not. It's the same hair. You know what I mean? But like when you're in the Black community, it's just, oh, I see you, queen. Yup. Scalp looking healthy. Go ahead, do your thing, you know?
Right.
It's just that cultural difference is what it is, you know? So I'm with you. You know, find you a space where you're safe, you know, preferably around Black people, because that's probably the safest you're going to be. Protect your magic, protect your energy, all that. So you kind of mentioned it there. What is your opinion on people just touching your hair?
Asking is great. You know, I don't mind if people touch my hair. I love being, you know, someone to be desired, you know, or like someone to be like, oh, that's really interesting. Thus, you know, that's why we get styles put in our hair, you know,
absolutely,
for purposes and stuff like that, or for people to like, hey, I really like your hair. But you know, just ask, because otherwise it's like, you know, someone gonna get, you know, what I'm saying,
get jabbed.
Someone's gonna their feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Don't just touch Autumn's hair. She will fuck you up, is what she's saying.
I didn't say that. Nick said that, but yeah, sure.
I said it for. And I'm coming with the backup punch. Just
He'll be right there.
Right there. Have you ever had any issues at work? Like you said, you were in Wisconsin. Was it ever a thing about the way your hair looked? Have you ever has somebody ever tried to come up to you and like say something about your hair and some work dress code or some shit?
Now, no. Nope. No one says anything to me. Like, I currently work in a place where there's nothing like, I work with people from the Caribbean. I work with people from, you know, Ethiopia, South America, you know what I'm saying? Like various parts of Africa, various parts of South America and Mexico. So like, I don't deal with that at all because
you ain't in that environment. You're in an understanding environment. Absolutely. What about in Wisconsin? Was it ever any? But you were in a theater there, so like, I mean, the code is. I feel like it's pretty lax.
Yeah, it was lax. It was. I think my biggest issue was when I was in grad school. I went to grad school in Illinois, and I think I was told I couldn't wear a hat. Yeah, it was told that I couldn't wear a hat to like rehearsals or performances. And I'm tech, so I'm never seen.
Yeah, like what? So, I got on black. Leave me alone.
Like I'm in the booth. You're never gonna see me.
Ever.
It was really weird. Am I lagging a little bit?
No, you
are. Yeah, and I think I said, fuck that. I'm wearing a hat.
As you should.
I just kept wearing a hat. And other students would come to me and be like, and they will say like, oh, how come you get to wear a hat? You know, like they brought me into the office and told me I couldn't wear a hat. I'm like, I don't know, it's not my problem. Honestly, like
yeah, what they gonna do? I pay them. I wear the hat all I want.
Y'all like
kidding me?
I'm the one working these shows, so yeah, that was the only place probably where they said something to me about my hair and wearing hats, and then I was like, nice, and I just kept doing what I was doing. Like that was like the one thing. Whenever I go for a job interview or an interview for a theater or a gig, they ask me like, what's important to you and what do you care about the most? And I'm like, my hair. Like my hair. I would honestly like leave work early to go do my hair sometimes. Be like, okay, I gotta condition my hair, do my hair. It's a whole process, you know. And then my bosses respected it. They were like, all right, you know. And then I come in the next day, you know, and they're just like, oh, your hair looks great. You know, I know I took a long time, but yeah, that was in grad school was like that place where it was like, yeah, they were trying to give me a lot of hell for wearing hats, and you know.
And look at you now. Fuck them.
Welcome. I'm flourishing.
Flourishing, blossoming. You know what I'm saying? And that actually transitions into my next question. Does your hair have meaning or represent anything deeper to you?
Yeah, I would like to think with every inch my hair grows, like I gain more understanding and more clarity of like who I am. So like me getting locks was a part of like a 2-step process of me loving myself, my natural self. So like in 2018, I stopped wearing makeup altogether. I was like, I need to care about what I put out to the world. Like, you know, without filters, without makeup, without any additives, I need to be concerned about what I'm putting off, you know, first things first. So I started wearing makeup in 2018, and then in 2019 or 2020, that's when I officially locked. So it was just a deeper, like, I'm loving myself and who I am, like, and how I show up every day in the world without, you know, comparison, because it is a thief of joy. So, you know, it's just constantly like this is me, you know, and I wake up, I'm like, yo, you look good. You know what I'm saying? And I make sure, and I make sure, thank you. I make sure like all of those affirmations are present. So I think
talk good to yourself. You gotta keep them good thoughts around.
Absolutely. And during those ugly stages, like that's needed. Like, you know, because you're feeling down on yourself, like you know, it's not looking how you thought it would turn out.
Yes, it's like a mental exercise.
Absolutely. I have one of those shower notepads. Those notepads that you put in the shower, and it's like the paper is waterproof.
What?
It's called an aqua pad.
Oh, snap. Okay, so what you put on the aqua pad?
Affirmations. I just put like affirmations on it. And it's like, recently my partner put some affirmations up on it, and it's like, you know, I attract wealth every day. I'm deserving of all the good things that are happening to me. I'm better than my dark days.
Come on.
You know, stuff like that. Like all of that is attributed, and it contributes to my lock journey and why I have these. Like, I'm beautiful, you know, as natural, like as I am, as I just show up in the world.
Yes.
Like, I don't need anything else. So I don't need a retwist. I don't need makeup. I don't need anything. So I think even with the frizz, I even embrace the frizz now. So I'm like, oh, hey, old friend. You know what I'm saying?
You again?
Right. Yeah. So it's really like deeper, and the longer they get, I'm like, this. I remember when you were just this, you know, and I've never got to like, you know, something is your baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have kids, but like my hair is my baby. It's my child up here. Like, I'm nurturing it. I'm getting it right. I take care of it. You know, I'm mad at it sometimes, but like, this all me. It's all me.
Amazing. You did that. Incredible. Look at you stepping into yourself, learning about yourself, progressing, and just accepting who you are as God put you on this earth. That's a beautiful thing.
Self-actualization.
Yes, absolutely. Autumn, thank you for coming through to the New Growth Podcast. Incredible time. Thank you so much. Do you have anything to promote? You selling anything? You got a website or something?
You know, I'm starting my lock channel. So
there we go. Let's go.
And it's going to be on YouTube, Autumn Breeze. Look out for me. You know, hopefully it'll be posted and live by the time this video comes out, but still look for the kid.
Absolutely. Go check her out. Go check her out. If you need a stage manager, go hit her. She got you. She will keep your production in order. She'll keep your actors on time. You know, we got the running script, stays tight. Listen, she got you. Trust me. Trust me.
I appreciate it, Nick.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Autumn, Birdie Mitchell, thank you very much.
All right. Take care.